There's Finkel, October 2nd, 6:30 a.m. one night in New York. Don't look at the video. I'm hobbling. I'm not stabilized. I'm just venting. Just an old man venting again. It's been a busy couple weeks. As everyone who follows me knows, just got back to Alexandria, Virginia a few days ago after Holly's son's wedding, and a couple days for me and Holly up in the mountains up there. Warrenton was the wedding, and fucking hey, the ankle hurts. We're out there in the western part of Northern Virginia, Front Royal, Warrenton, out that way. And we're a little disappointed because it was late September, and it was very green. very, very green. It's even very green up here in upstate New York. It's October 2nd. What was my point? I said we got to come back in a couple weeks when the leaves are starting to change. Holly does love some leaf changes. She says, no, we'll probably miss it. Oh, we'll just come back and make it a day trip. It's just a few hours, a couple hours from where we live. She reminds me, October 4th is my mother's birthday. And I missed it last year. And I love my mom, and Holly loves my mom, and well, Friday mom's gonna be 81. I need to do this as often as I can. So Holly reminded me, mom's birthday. You get up there, and because I'll be up here October 4th, I don't know, maybe a few more days. Probably gonna miss the good foliage down there in Virginia, West Virginia, in that area. So I drive up here to New York. What is this? Wednesday morning now. Friday is mom's birthday. While I'm on the drive, live streamed the whole trip, by the way, or most of it. While I'm live streaming, I have no idea my texts are blowing up. I have two daughters here in New York, and one of them is mother to my granddaughter. And as soon as I get here, I text everybody I know I'm here. Everybody except for those who are watching that I'm here, and I'm here. So right away, mom briefs me on the texts. Good 2 hours, because it wasn't just on the texts. It was, alright, my granddaughter's, has Charge syndrome. Born with a cleft palate, cleft lip, and other, I guess what they used to call birth defects. And earlier in September she started the 5th grade. You guys don't need to know all this shit. Anyway, there's this whole kerfluffle, I guess in their school district out there. K through 4th is elementary, 5 through 8 is middle, and 9 through 12 is high. And they're all on the same campus. Different buildings. It's a pretty large campus. Or country. Yeah, someone else is packing their cigarettes. Somehow they expected charge syndrome to be cured over the summer between 4th and 5th grade. And they got her in a regular class complaining she can't keep up. But she's clearly, she's got disabilities. There is a state school just a few miles further. And they say because she's already in a regular school, it might take 3 months to a year to get her assessed and put into the school where I think she will do a lot better. She's supposed to go through an 8-hour school day and not... What are you clicking for? Alright. Supposed to go through an 8-hour school day and they don't want her to eat or drink. What it is, because she eats through a tube, she can swallow. She's certified swallowing light liquids. They don't want to feed her through the tube, and they don't want to be responsible if she chokes on like water. Okay, you'd think that alone would qualify her for special schooling, the state schooling. But because she's in the regular school system, she has to be reassessed. And like K through 4, they knew all this. So I get about a 45-minute hour update on all this schooling drama I didn't know about. Hello. And then Mom, as I'm just reeling with anger and frustration just hearing this story, and it's all in the text that I missed in the 7-8 hour drive up here. Then she lets me know that she's been pretty sick. Mom also has a lot of health problems. For the last 20 years, she's been fighting lymphoma. When she was first diagnosed, we thought it was the end there, but she's been kicking lymphoma's ass. Really. Really well. Well, you know, because she's in a diminished state from fighting lymphoma, she gets sick quite often, and she doesn't like to tell me and my brother. My brother's just an hour away from me in Virginia. Who almost came up, but we didn't know. We didn't know Mom had been sick. Mom was given an antibiotic to fight some sort of infection. It was a new antibiotic. I can't remember the name. And yep, the hospitals she goes to, Oneida right here in Rome, and then there's the lymphoma hospital in Syracuse. She starts having all kinds of reactions, and she thinks to herself, one of these reactions could be reactions to the new antibiotic. So yeah, she She calls the pharmacist and explains her symptoms. Pharmacist looks up the medicine and says, yeah, these are side effects of people who are allergic to this antibiotic. You should call your doctor. The doctor said, get to the ER. She got to the ER, and they took all of her medications down, and they tested for a dozen other things. She was in the hospital for 3 hours being tested for things that had nothing to do with the antibiotic reaction. 3 hours later, they finally tested for the antibiotic reaction. And I said, oh my, yes, you're reacting to the new antibiotic. So, they put her on a IV drip with another antibiotic, thinking it might be some other infection. And she feels worse. When they finally got her fixed up enough to go home, she goes home, and for almost 81-year-old, Friday she'll be 81, she's very tech savvy, at least tech savvy enough to look it up on the internet. Google it. The first new antibiotic reacts with a lot of drugs, including a lot of the drugs she's on fighting lymphoma. And yes, she's going to react to that if the medical people are paying attention. Well, it gets worse. The antibiotic that the ER was treating her with for the suspected infection, that, by the way, she didn't have, is one of the drugs that interacts badly with the antibiotic she was already on. Unknown to me and my brother, my mom almost died in the past week when I was debating whether or not I wanted to come up here. So I'm reeling from granddaughter, daughter, and mom information that I did not know. Well, now I know. Now I'm reeling. She is feeling better. She got through that little emergency. Sometime in the next couple of days, we're going to go out there to where my granddaughter is and talk to us. Oh, by the way, I don't know how much YouTubing chance I'll get while I'm up here. But I brought some of my camera equipment just in case, and I brought my personal laptop just in case I get some time to YouTube. Well, I get a text. Mom and her fella are watching a special on vice presidents on PBS, because right after that they're going to have the vice presidential debate. Mom's feeling good. We had soup and cornbread. Oh, hello, little kitty. How are you? Oh, you're just cute. Yeah. No, I'm not your daddy. You have to go back over there whence you came. Oh, you're so tiny. No, no, no. I'm sorry. Not your mama. Oh, this thing's a little cute little fella. What was I talking about? Oh, you're cute. Yo. Alright, go back in there, away from the road where you came from. Come on. Where was it? Don't follow me. No. Mama's in there somewhere. Alright. Oh, hi. Oh, jeez. I shouldn't have petted it. These things follow me around even back in Virginia. Alright, go away. We'll go back to where you came from. Okay. This way. Keep coming. I got disoriented. Okay, go back that way. Okay, stay. Does a kitten know the word stay? I don't know. No! Oh shit, he's following me. Come on, go away. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. I'm gonna go to the school system, and because I'm in New York, the we call them wiretapping laws. If you're in a conversation, only one person needs to know they're in the conversation. It has to be someone in the conversation. But I'm going to go in there and record some of the shit, because some of the shit I'm hearing is just seems unrealistic. With the school and with the friggin' doctors and mom. So anyway, no, you gotta be getting tired. I'm getting tired. Well, don't you kind of travel in litters? Where are your siblings? Go back to your siblings. Go back to, mom's gotta be close. Stop following me. Okay, I'm just gonna walk a great distance and you'll get tired of following me. Alright, where was I? Yeah, I'm gonna record these conversations. I'm gonna teach mom how to record these phone conversations. By the way, one of the phone conversations she had on this thing, it's basically her and Phil's word against the person they call. The person they called for to arrange for medical questions around a condition. Okay, good. The cat's staying back there. Stay back there. And they're on speakerphone. Both Mama and Phil are trying to arrange this appointment where they can sit down with the doctor or nurse and ask specific questions about a specific procedure. And a receptionist type, one of these records room type. You go to your clinic and you have the doctors and the nurses, but you have the guys behind the window who take your billing and file your records and that kind of stuff. What are those people? Says, well, what are your questions? And they weren't prepared with their questions, so they just rattled the first one off, because what they were trying to do is make an appointment to ask the questions, not ask the questions of some receptionist. And the receptionist went into this auto talkie, this is why blah 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 blah, and they're like, wait a minute, and she kept talking. She said, stop. First I don't understand your answer, and the lady just kept talking. Now this is hearsay, this is third hand. Between Mom and Phil, they're both like, shut up! Stop! And they're like, what? Why are you yelling at me? Because we're trying to get you to stop, slow down. We're not understanding this auto thing you're going into. And she says, you guys are yelling at me. I'm going to hang up. And like, okay, just everyone calm down. We are calling to make an appointment to speak to a medical professional about this procedure coming up. Hello? And they weren't even there. They did what they said they were going to do. They hung up. Now it's Mom and Phil's word against this office worker's word as to who handled that call inappropriately. I explained to Mom, this is New York, one-party state. You could have recorded that call. Because now she's telling her boss, her doctor, her nurse, whoever she works for, that you guys are mean and rude. And we all know Mom and Phil are not mean and rude. Well, most of us know that. I mean, you guys on YouTube, you don't know that. It took a lot to get them riled up to where they would have to raise their voice enough for the lady to hear them so she could stop, because they weren't keeping up with her sales pitch. It was a sales pitch. It wasn't a medical answer. Anyway, I'm reeling from that. They're calmed down. They're watching the debate. I go back into my guest room, and when you know it, there's YouTube-related texts. Fucking YouTube. Keep in mind, I'm reeling about my granddaughter. I'm reeling about my mom. I'm reeling about my mom's fella. I'm kind of tired of I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of limping because my ankle's throbbing like a motherfucker. Look at that, it's Halloween already. October 2nd, we got the better part of a month. Trump. Trump flags down here. I should have brought my fuck Trump flag. Yeah, there's a YouTube related text. Person A attacked person B. person A was drunk. What the fuck's he talking about? Person B, let me draw a picture. Person B is not Fact the Madness. But imagine Fact the Madness. He's friendly, supportive, works with others. He plays well with others. Let's go with the person B. Yeah, okay. Person B is the not the channeler. Okay, Fact the Madness is person B. Person A is generally specific. Okay, you all know the story. Fact the Madness, working with others, including generally specific, gets warned by generally specific. If they see you on my channel, they will attack you and disown you and belittle you. You'll be guilted by association. Can't remember the exact words. Well, something of that concept. Well, person A, generally specific, a few days later, unannounced to me, has one of these, hey, Finkel and I are going to have a discussion. It was the whole zebra thing. You guys, I don't know if you remember the zebra thing. That's person A. Never told person C that he was going to have the discussion. So we're having a regular live stream over at my channel, completely unaware of persons A, uninvited. Hey, Finkel and I are going to have a discussion. Finkel never shows up. The whole thing was designed to make it look like I chickened out. Well, I'm not aware of this other live streams going on at the time. And person B, Fact the Madness, comes over. He says, would you like me to moderate a debate between you and generally specific? I'd be neutral. And if you know Fact the Madness, you know he would be neutral. He's just a guy that he's friendly to everyone. He plays well with others. I didn't know what he was talking about. I didn't even realize there was a debate going on. I said, I appreciate it, but you know, if generally specific ever wants to discuss things with me, he's welcome to do so here on his channel. And nothing more was said about it. Well, next day, I take a look at a generally specific channel, and he's berating Fact the Madness for being on my channel. A disowns B for where else he was seen. Okay, forget the names. Now last night, I'm told that another person A attacks person B, apparently because person B has been on another channel. Friendly guy, works well with others, everybody likes him. There's a little bit more about person B in this case, not the Fact the Madness generally specific case, but in this case. Person B, like Fact the Madness, has been on YouTube live stream chats a lot longer than myself or Muckster or anybody else I've ever associated with on YouTube. Are you following me? Along come Muckster and I, and we decided, hey, we want to try live streams for a while. I used to carry cameras around and see how people react. Well, everyone's doing live streams. Let's do live streams. Yes, Jeff, I don't know how it works. Jeff's neither A or B in this situation. But you're going to see the similarities here, real sim, if you have an open mind and honest way of thinking. Okay, so my person B, this new person B, this non-Fact the Madness, he's very supportive of what me and Muckster are doing. He plays a big role, he chats, he comes up on a panel, and we all like a guy named Stone Vet. In fact, person B turned us on to Stoned Vet, now known as Josh, also known as F3, whatever. That's person A. Well, person B shows up sometime in the last couple nights on one of Josh's, person A, drunken rants. Josh, you were drunk. You cannot deny it. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I know what a drunk is. Nema knows what a drunk is. You are fucking drunk, person A. And this guy comes in the chat and he's joking along with everybody else. Because he gets along with everybody, including many of person A's other chatters. Dude has been there before Finkel and Muxer. Dude was there during Finkel and Muxer. And the amazing thing, dude distanced himself from Finkel and Muxer. Because we kind of went at it with some of the F3 characters. F3, who claims they're not a team, all banded together. Oh, Muxer and Finkel, they said a mean thing about Jeffrey. So now, you know, the F3 gang, most of them, don't like Finkel and Muxter. But here's where the AB thing comes in. Person B's over there a couple nights ago, last night, night before last, I don't know what. I've stopped watching F3, so I'm not really sure what night it was. But someone texts me and explains what's going on. I'm like, what the? So I go skipping through the video in question, one of the two videos in question. By the way, there were two drunken videos back to back that night. And I'm just about through the first one, kind of skipping through there, and I see person B. I'm like, okay, I see what is he? He's joking with the others. He's getting along with the others. And the drunken doofus, yes, drunken doofus, if you point a finger out, you have three pointing back at you. He starts attacking person B. For no other reason that he's a fellow doofus. He's being associated with me and Muxer. He's there supporting Stone Vet. He was there supporting Stone Vet when Muxer and I were supporting Stone Vet. And he was there supporting Stone Vet before Muxer and I. And then when Muxer and I had a falling out with Stone Vet's butt buddy, Jeffrey, person B started to back off from me and Muxer. Because he's got a long-time YouTube relationship with these guys. He's not mad at me and Muxer. He just doesn't want to be a part of it. So we haven't seen person B for a while. And all of a sudden, someone points out that he's over there on Stone Vet's channel. Fine, we have no problem with that. We have a lot of people that go to both channels. Here we got this drunken fool, this drunken PTSD, untreated, drunken stone fool attacking person B. Why? In fact, he called him Muxter. He thought person B was Muxter. And then the chat explained to him, that's not Muxter, that's not Muxter. Well, it doesn't matter. He's still a fucking doofus. Like, what the fuck? This is how you treat your audiences just because they may be, in the past, associated with somebody else. Who is that like? That is just like generally specific. Now, something else people told me in email in the last couple days is that Jeffrey, yes, Clipmaster Jeffrey, took an hour and 40 minutes trying to find a clip where Generally Specific admitted to his PTSD. I finally found it. Clip it, play a clip. No, fuck you, you know you said it. Jeffrey, the Clipmaster, took an hour and 40 minutes to get to where Generally Specific, not AI Generally Specific, but actually Generally Specific himself, that I was dealing with PTSD. I couldn't get out and vote. Boom. Because his untreated PTSD was so bad, he could not get out to vote. Now, if you watch Generally Specific enough, you know he's got some very strong political feelings. Nothing should stop him from getting out and vote. People with COVID voted. People afraid of COVID voted. In fact, that election, there was a bigger turnout. I may have the wrong election. You may be talking about election 2016. Okay, if that's the case, people in a lot worse condition than having a little struggle with PTSD voted. If you think it is your duty to vote, a little trigger is not going to stop you from voting, if it's important to you. Where have we heard someone's PTSD was so triggering that they couldn't get out of the house? Josh, where have we heard that? Where have we seen Generally Specific disowning and beating up on verbally trashing someone just because they're associated with another channel. Genre specific, Josh, PTSD. Admit it, deny it, refuse to do what you think you have to do because of it. Josh, Todd, Jeffrey, Josh. Why is this shit important to me? It's not. Why am I going on and on and on about it? Well, because I do get treated for it. I do take classes on it. I do take reading on it. I get therapy. And I'm aware, because I'm treated, that when you stub your toe or you get cut off in traffic and you have PTSD, it can be perfectly fine. Ow, I stubbed my toe, or oh damn, that guy cut me off. Or if you're in a triggered state, if your spiritual condition is in a lesser state, it can be a completely different reaction that we all know. How do you react to someone cutting you off in traffic? How do you react to you stubbing your toe? Completely different when you're triggered. Okay. Maybe you did stub your toe, maybe someone did cut you off traffic, which degrades your spiritual condition, even if you handle it well. The next thing really throws you. I have no idea how I'm going to handle the situation with my granddaughter. Maybe I have to let go, let God. I don't know how I'm going to handle the situation for my mom. I have to let go and let doctors be supportive where I can. I don't know how I'm going to handle Josh, Jeffrey, Todd, and others like that. Lather, rinse, repeat. They are the fucking same. They spend hours and hours and hours live streaming because they just don't know how to cope. And I'm sorry, if you're watching this and you're one of the audience members, you spend hours and hours and hours watching me, Todd, Jeffrey, Josh, Kaiser. Get a fucking life. Your moms are out there sick. Your granddaughters are out there with the challenges with the school systems. You want to sit in front of a computer or an iPhone or a tablet for 3, 4, 5 hours. How about 2 hours and the drunken fool hosting gets knocked off and he goes right back on for another 3 hours. You're right there watching. Get a life, man. Your families need you. Your jobs need you. Your homes need you. I'm in upstate New York, back to back, with a wedding in the western part of Northern Virginia. I get it. I have a job that allows me to work remotely. Many of you don't have jobs, and that's not a dunk. Josh doesn't have a job. He's perfectly fine being retired, and he calls YouTube his job. Jeffrey doesn't have a job. He's medically retired or disabled. He gets a check, but YouTube is his job. Kfar, YouTube is his job. Kaiser, his YouTube is his job. Todd, YouTube is your job. It's not your job. It's a fucking hobby. Watching these fellows, including me, it's not your job. It's a hobby. If you're still listening or watching, how long is this going on? 34 minutes. It's not your job. But if you got nothing better to do but to watch and listen, why? I don't know what time I'll get this posted. I don't know if I can be able to edit it up here. It's not your job. My granddaughter is not your job. My mom is not your job. My opinions on YouTube are not your job. Get a life. You have daughters, granddaughters, moms, dads, family, connections, significant others, sons getting married. You have a life. Get out there and get it. And many of you, if you're watching this, if you're a Todd supporter, or you're a Josh supporter, or you're a Jeffrey supporter, don't be mad. I just have an opinion. I'm just limping here, probably 3/4 of a mile from where my mom lives. Yelling at the clouds. Old men yelling at the clouds. How important is it? How important is it that person B, maybe the other night, realizes some of the shit we've been saying is true? Here he is, supporting person A, drunk high Josh, PTSD riddled, untreated Josh, tearing up on people in his chat. Well, I'm just here having fun. You're not having fun, Josh. You're drunk, you're stoned, and you're triggered. I don't know, I take it Jeff's not on any substances now. He's triggered. Todd, you're triggered. Todd, if you're listening, you now realize that you have PTSD. Get it treated. Jeff and Josh, you've known you've had PTSD for a long time. Get it treated. Audiences, what is so entertaining about all this shit? Why are you still listening to me 36 minutes into this rant? Get a life. Watch a 10 to 15 minute video of someone walking around town, seeing how people react. Watch a 10-minute video on someone's music. Watch an hour-long video on someone's counseling. No, Todd's religion channel is not a worship service. It is a fucking come here so we can argue about a thing. That's not religion. It's fucking YouTube. What did William Shatner say at that Star Trek convention? Get a life. Get a life. Alright, my ankle's throbbing. The sun's up. I'm in one night in New York. All the bars are closed, which is okay, because I haven't had a drink in 12 years. I still get PTSD triggers. Sometimes I just get pissed off. I'm treated. I'm getting treated. Which reminds me, if I have time, I'll read that other book. Cheerio.